since 1839. Every graduating class of owls has gone on to leave its mark on the world. Owls are brave. Owls are bold. Owls are wise. The time has come to add another generation to the history of Westfield State University.
And welcome to the Graduate Commencement exercises of Westfield State University.
Westfield State University was built and currently sits on unceded traditional ancestral territory of the Nipmuc, Pocumtuck, Agawam, and Waranoko peoples. In recognizing the history and respecting the sovereignty of Massachusetts Indian nations, Westfield State University honors the heritage of indigenous communities and their significant role in shaping the course of this region. Further, we recognize the wrongs done to those forcibly removed from their homelands and commit to fostering an environment of inclusion that is responsive to the needs of First Peoples through our words, policies, and actions. The preservation and perpetuation of customs and traditions of indigenous nations are essential to our shared cultural heritage. A deep understanding of Native peoples past and present informs the teaching, research, and community engagement of the university in its ongoing effort to elevate the dignity of all people and serve as shared stewards of the land.
Welcome to this community of learned people. I am Bill Salka, Provost and Executive Vice President. The graduate commencement exercises of Westfield State are now in session. We ask that you silence your cell phones, but we encourage you to post photos and celebratory remarks about the ceremony to Twitter and Instagram using hashtag #WestfieldState2025. Please stand while our Westfield State University police officers present the nation's colors, followed by the singing of the national anthem by Dylan Lasante, class of 2025.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Dylan, and our Westfield State University Color Guard for that presentation. It is now my extreme pleasure to introduce Dr. Linda Thompson, Westfield State University's 21st president. Dr. Thompson.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our graduates, their families, friends, champions, and other supporters of Westfield State University. I offer a special welcome to our trustees in attendance, including the Chair of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Ali Salehi. Welcome also to elected officials, all staff and faculty, including those mentors joining us tonight who have all played an elevated role in the education of our graduates. By dedicating your lives to advancing your knowledge, you have opened the door to a variety of opportunities that will transform your lives. By earning a graduate degree, you have proven that you are focused, driven, and enthusiastic about influencing the future and the betterment of your respective areas. For many of you, there will be opportunities to become leaders and architects of not only your destinies, but the destinies of others. If presented with the chance to lead, you should embrace that opportunity. Westfield State University has certainly produced its share of exemplary leaders. For a bit of perspective, one need look no further than the highest offices of some of the cities throughout the region. Our good friend, Westfield Mayor Michael McCabe, is a graduate of Westfield State with both a bachelor's and a master's degree. In our neighboring city of West Springfield, Mayor William Reichel is also a graduate of Westfield State. Mayor Reichel is also a member of our Board of Trustees. In Springfield, the third largest city in the Commonwealth, Mayor Dominique Sarno is a graduate. Also in our neighboring city of Holyoke, Mayor Joshua Garcia is a graduate of Westfield State. He is the first Latino to serve as mayor of the Paper City. Former Westfield Mayor Don Hummenson is also a graduate. These individuals are examples of those who have used skills developed at Westfield State University and advanced them to the next level. The level of community builder, volunteer communicator, innovator, and leader. Leadership might simply be defined as influencing others to develop common thinking and taking action toward a common purpose. But being successful in leadership is much more complicated than that. There are essential qualities all leaders must possess to be effective. True leadership requires strong listening skills, the ability to condense complex themes into simple messages, to explain positions with common language. A true leader exhibits selflessness, is kind, empathetic, and compassionate. These are essential qualities leaders must possess to fully understand and contribute to the intricate environment in which we live. Effective leadership requires the ability to understand the complexities of compelling perspectives, to respect the ideas of those who might challenge you. Understanding, appreciating, and respecting our differences drives us closer as human beings. It creates a stronger sense of humanity. To effectively flourish in a democracy, we must recognize the critical need to include all voices, genders, ethnicities, and perspectives into our leadership community. I am certainly I am certain your experiences here at Westfield State has presented opportunities to build upon those qualities. Because of your participation in and completion of a Westfield State University graduate education, you will experience infinite possibilities of success in the future. I look forward to hearing from many of you very soon with very positive and inspiring stories. Please come back and visit campus regularly. You will always find a home here. You will always be an owl. Thank you.
President Thompson, I would now like to acknowledge Chair of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Ali Salehi, to address the class.
Good afternoon, President Thompson, Provost Salka, Honorable Shannon Brown, esteemed faculty and staff, elected officials, proud parents and champions, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2005. It is an honor to be with you today. On behalf of my colleagues on the Board of Trustees, it is my distinct privilege to welcome you to the Graduate Commencement Ceremony of Westfield State University. Now I'm going to go a little bit off script. From what I heard from Dr. Thompson just a minute ago, I'm betting my house that most of you guys will be either mayors, senators, or representatives somewhere in this Commonwealth or somewhere else. But that's beside the point. Also, it's important to note that this is Dr. Thompson's first graduating class after 4 years. So thank you, Dr. Thompson, for what you have done for everyone. Today makes a momentous occasion in the lives of our graduates, a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. There's a perspective that we attend college because we believe that the power of education will advance us toward individual prosperity. Some believe that by challenging ourselves to gain knowledge and practice and hone the skills gained by achieving knowledge, we will become affluent and acquire things throughout our life that will bring us happiness. That may be partially true. A university degree, especially an advanced degree, will open doors that may not have been opened if you didn't commit yourself to learning by sacrificing and working hard to fulfill graduation requirements. We all have had those days, cramming a night before the test, or taking care of a child and doing all the other things, and maybe doing some stuff that we should have been done. We never forget the stuff, those stuff, right? Statistics indicates that by earning an advanced college degree, you're likely to become more financially stable than someone who does not. For some, that return on investment is the most meaningful reason to pursue a college degree. I can absolutely appreciate that perspective. But as your journey takes you away from campus, you will also have to have a wealth of perspective and reference of knowledge that you will have for the rest of your lives. Material possessions come and go, and believe you me, they do come and they do go. But nobody can ever remove the experiences, the friendships, the challenges, the accomplishments, and the solid foundational knowledge that is the result of experiencing life on a college campus. You have had the opportunity to study science and math, learn technology, create new social programs, study the complexities of our planet and environment, and build upon your research and presentation talents. You also have experienced real constructive dialogue and debate that will leave you better prepared to tackle life's challenges. By practicing qualities that you have learned at Westwood State, the ability to reason, understand cultural perspectives, practice tolerance, patience, and fairness, you will be more prepared to help advance society for the better. Horace Mann the founder of the normal school movement and the Westfield State University, once said, "Doing nothing for others is the undoing of ourselves. We must purposefully be kind and generous, or we miss the best part of existence. The heart which goes out of itself gets large and full. This is the great secret of the inner life. We do ourselves the most good doing something for others." Horace Mann was correct. You all have the ability and the skill needed to make our world a better place. I hope you will all work to contribute, to invest in human spirit and kindness. 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 That's a word that we don't hear too often these days. That will provide the greatest reward. In closing, I ask each and every one of you to thank the folks who stayed by you in your journey and supported you, whether your mom, your dad, a grandpa, a grandma, a partner, a husband or a wife, a son or daughter, or just a friend. You would not have succeeded had it not been for their support. Congratulations, class of 2025. The award awaits, and the trustees of the Westfield State University and I have every confidence that you will continue to make us all very proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Salehi. I now have the honor of introducing our commencement speaker, Dr. Shannon A. Brown, who was honored with a doctorate of humane letters during the undergraduate ceremony earlier today. Shannon Brown is the current CEO of Action Logics, an innovative software company. He is a longtime executive from FedEx who, from humble beginnings, rose through the ranks of this major corporation to become a great leader in several arms of the organization. He has given so much of his time to mentor others and acts as a resource for those individuals looking to advance in the business world. Starting as a package handler in 1978, Brown rose through the ranks at FedEx, advancing to a variety of positions before being elevated to executive leadership. He has exhibited decades of altruistic corporate leadership, which has had a significant positive impact on the lives and careers of individuals in which he has come in contact. Dr. Brown's investment in personal excellence offers an example of how hard work, tenacity, and grit can elevate a career with unlimited potential. I am pleased to introduce Dr. Shannon Brown.
Well, good afternoon. Now you can tell that he said I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, so we're from the South, you know. And when you go to a Baptist church, especially a black Baptist church, you got to talk back to the preacher. So good afternoon. Yeah, somebody said good afternoon, Dr. Brown. All right. Well, I like that Dr. Brown stuff, I tell you. I've been called Dr. Brown a lot illegally, but today you all made it official. So now, so I told my friends, I said, starting tomorrow, you have to call me and address me by Dr. Brown instead of just Shannon Brown. So thank you very much for what you've done for me and help elevate me in my career as I continue my journey of learning. So thank you very much. President Thompson, graduate students, faculty, trustees, administrators, family members, and guests, again, thank you very much for inviting me here today. We celebrate a milestone in the life of this graduating class, and I congratulate each of you for arriving at this place on this journey. Many of you all have hit several home runs in your college career, and receiving special recognition for outstanding achievement. To those of you who may not be in the top percentages, I applaud you because you've earned a seat here today. Let me remind you that you progressed further in your college career than business giants like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, who didn't earn a college degree, but their innovations have touched each of our lives. You can also look at Winston Churchill, who never earned a college degree, but served twice as prime minister, wrote dozens of books, received a Nobel Prize in literature. So all of you, give yourself a round of applause for crossing the finish line. I'm going to begin today by stepping outside of my resume just for a moment. The resume will tell you about my accomplishments over the past decades, but there are some things that the resume can't tell you. You know, I grew up in the housing projects in South Memphis, Tennessee, and frankly, if I hadn't joined the Boys Club, I might have ended up on the wrong side of life. But we were fortunate to have a boys club that had great directors, and they taught us how to fish. They took us on camping trips. They taught us great business skills, and they took us into neighborhoods with houses that were larger than the school that I attended. That exposure started me to think about my own life and my own possibilities. And seeing each of you today brings back my memories of the power of possibilities. You see, I was 21 years old when I applied for a job at FedEx. During the interview, the recruiter said, "What is your interest and what job are you applying for?" So I'm just being smart, you know what? I said, "I want to be the CEO." And you know, I didn't have a nickel's worth of experience. She said, "Well, let me just tell you, somebody's already in that job. We got a package handler. Would you like that?" I said, "Well, if that's all you have, I'll take that." But that changed my mind and my trajectory at FedEx. You see, FedEx was a startup company back then. Back then in 1978, we only did 33,000 pieces per day. And all the packages had to come through our Memphis hub throughout the country. We didn't have international. We hadn't, established trucking and LTL and all of the things that we're doing today. It was just a startup company. So, we were just trying to figure things out. And I worked hard. I did the tasks nobody else wanted to do. Then I started getting those promotions because they thought I was smart. I learned to work hard and fix things that nobody wanted to do, and then I started to get noticed. And that's when the promotion started. And then I always made sure I kept a positive attitude. With that positive attitude, it opened a lot of doors. And along the way, I learned a lot about business and the power of people. As our philosophy at FedEx always been, people, service, profit. If you take care of people, they provide a great service, and if you continue to provide a great service, people will continue to do business with you, and you can continue investing in your business, grow the people, and grow the business. And it still works today. I moved 12 times around the country, and being one of my greatest lessons is to learn how to treat people with dignity and respect. And that was my success. I don't care where I went, if I knew how to treat people and get the best out of them and have them to believe in themselves, then they made me look good, which helped me to continue to get promotions. So graduates, my question to you right now is, what are you going to do day after tomorrow? You notice I didn't say today or tomorrow, I said day after tomorrow. Because I know what you're going to do today. You're going to party. And I know what you're going to do tomorrow, you're going to party some more. So what are you going to do next week and the week after? What would you do with this investment and sacrifices that you made to earn this Westfield State University degree. How are you going to grow the degree you're receiving today? What's on your to-do list? I tell you that Benjamin Franklin, who's known for many innovations, but he was also the one that you're least likely to think he was the guy that invented the to-do list. It's said that Benjamin Franklin would list his work schedule for today, but at the top of his list each morning, he would write one question: what good shall I do today? In the evenings before going to bed, he would write another question: what good have I done today? What kind of world would we have if each of us asked those questions of ourselves each day? Since my FedEx career expanded 48 years, folks would often come to me for advice on everything from career advancement to whether a boyfriend or girlfriend was worth marrying. Folks knew that I was serious about career mentoring. And so then they coined a phrase. They said when you come to his office, he has a lot of what we call Shannonisms. These are the things they would come to me because they knew I kept things real. And I always remember the day when I was a package handler. I always thought it was some mysteries of the people in upper management, that they were somebody that was not approachable. So I made sure that everyone in the company, if they called, I would set up a meeting and to have them to come to my office so they can see and feel how an executive was just another person in the company. They just had another job. So my first advice to this great class of 2025 here at Westfield State University is to first find a good mentor. It's been said that mentoring is the brain to pick, an ear to listen, and guidance in the right direction. Everyone who knows Shannon Brown knows that I don't mind moving folks in the right direction. It's all about showing them their career possibilities, their capabilities, and how to navigate their own success. I'm fortunate to have had a lot of great mentors along my career that I had a chance to pick their brains, to talk about issues, and they gave me advice to keep me on course. And as I've mentioned, no matter how old we are, how successful that we become, we can always use some form of mentoring. It's a tool in the self-improvement toolbox that we never outgrow. As I said earlier, 44 years with a startup company. And you notice when they introduced me, they said I'm the CEO of Action Logics, which is a startup communication and computer and software firm. Now, I don't know anything about that. Just take that now. I'm a transportation guy and I have a clue about it. And so now I'm learning about large language models and how to write code and all those things. Because, you know, it has piqued my interest. You're really never too old to learn, and you should always be a life learner. My second point is, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. I've always looked for ways to eject people from their comfort zones. And sometimes it's like doing a root canal on some folks. For example, I had a young executive that was working for me. He was a managing director. And there was a vice president's job open in Newark, New Jersey. And he told me, he said, I don't want to go to Newark. I said, yes, you do. I spent all this time mentoring you and advising you. This would be a good career move for you. I had a few other choice words that I can't mention today that I had to have a conversation with, but he went to Newark. And he finally became a highly successful executive at FedEx once he got outside of his comfort zone. Another Shannonism is commit to being a lifelong learner, to keep pace with the world that is in constant motion. We need to keep learning. Never allow your degree to collect dust. Keep it fresh by building on what you've learned and expecting and expanding your horizons. My next point is all about leadership. We know that everyone may not want to lead a company or an organization, but there are times when leadership opportunities fall in our paths and forces us in different directions. If a leadership opportunity comes your way, take it, adapt it to your style. Remember, different styles of leadership have produced some of our nation's most successful organizations and institutions. And speaking of leadership, keep in mind that decisions are made by those who show up. You're a citizen not only of your hometown and this nation, but you are citizens of this world. There are things you can do to lift people to higher ground. Things that are easy, things that won't cost you a lot of money, things that you can do every day. Every college degree needs to include a space for kindness and caring, regardless of what your major is. There's a saying that people don't really care how much you know until they know how much you care. So if you haven't already done so, find a cause that is close to your heart and show up. Use your knowledge and skills to make a difference. Next, remember that our time on this planet is limited. So don't waste it trying to live someone else's life. Have some type of vision for your life. Even if you don't know the plan, don't let the noise and opinions of others define who you are. Pursue your dreams, but don't lose hope if you need to change your direction. The realities of life will sometimes lead us to a different path, but don't be discouraged. Keep learning, stay focused, and lean into the power of possibilities. My next point is, don't let challenges, barriers, disappointments, and naysayers throw you off point. Also, make sure you're not creating your own barriers. This often happens to people when they see themselves and send themselves wrong messages, messages that they are not good enough, or they are afraid to leave their comfort zone because they're afraid of failure. Get rid of those self-made obstacles. Challenge the word failure to falling forward. When one door closes, another one will open. Take the word no, N-O, and change it to new opportunities. It's often a signal that something is better in your future, so keep a positive attitude and always surround yourself with people who you have and know that have your best interests at heart. Finally, remember Benjamin Franklin's to-do list and begin each day, what good should I do today? Then, at the end of the day, ask yourself, what good have I done today? Answering these questions would help you improve our communities, our nation, and our world, now and for generations to come. Congratulations, the class of 2025 here at Westfield University. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. Each spring, a committee comprised of students, faculty, and administrators at Westfield State review nominations for the John F. Nevins Outstanding Educator Award, named after one of Westfield State University's consummate educators. Dr. Nevins began his career at Westfield State in 1969 and served in many roles as professor of education in both undergraduate and graduate programs, dean of undergraduate studies, vice president for academic affairs, and interim president in 1986. Dr. Nevins was the recipient of the Division of Graduate and Continuing Education's Outstanding Educator Award in 1993, later named in his memory. It is an impressive and celebrated honor to receive this prestigious award. I congratulate all nominees who are to be commended for their place in a pool of candidates being considered for their teaching excellence. And now, it is my distinct honor to announce that the 2025 Nevins Award recipient is Dr. Joseph Camilleri from the Department of Psychology. Dr. Camilleri exemplifies the qualities of leadership and commitment to students that Dr. Nevins valued. Dr. Camilleri, a tenured professor in the psychology department at Westfield State University since 2008, has been nominated 6 times in recognition of his outstanding contributions. The student who nominated Dr. Camilleri states, Dr. Camilleri inspires his class with his passion and support. He works hard to find ways to engage each student. He investigates concepts and ideas in a student-driven way. His passion is contagious. He works hard and encourages us to work hard as well. When we are unsure of ourselves, he makes sure to guide us to confidence and success. He has inspired passion and interest in each of us. He has engaged in research as a group that has allowed us to bond over the semester. He has helped us each feel confident in our abilities and potential. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Camilleri. And now the time has come. Esteemed guests, friends, and relatives, it is with great pride that Westfield State recognizes the exceptional accomplishments and future promise of the class of 2025. Each of today's graduates will receive an academic hood from a faculty member. Today's academic hood has its origin in the clerical attire worn by medieval scholars. It continues to signify achievement, success in your academic program, a milestone in your life, and a place among the educated. All graduates, as you approach the stage, you will be handed your degree. You will then walk to the center of the stage to receive your hood. After you have received your hood, we ask that you return to your seat. Would the candidates for Masters of Arts in Applied Behavior Analysis please rise? Would the candidates for Master of Arts in Counseling please rise? Would the candidates for Masters of Arts in English please rise? Would the candidates for Master of Education please rise? Would the candidates for Master of Public Administration please rise? Would the candidates for Master of Science in Accounting please rise? Would the candidates for Master of Science in Criminal Justice please rise? Would the candidates for the Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies please rise? Would the candidates for Master of Social Work please rise?
Chair Salehi, I have the honor of presenting these candidates for their graduate degrees. These candidates have completed their prescribed courses of study and have been examined and recommended by the faculty to the Board of Trustees. They have met the approved requirements for their degrees. Chair Salehi, I now ask that you confer on these candidates their respective degrees for which they are qualified.
by the virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby confer on each of you the degree for which you have been recommended and admit you to the rights, honors, and responsibilities pertaining to them.
At this time, would the graduates, except for the first row, please be seated. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Arts in Applied Behavioral Analysis. Nina Mushenko, hooded by her faculty mentor, Professor Joey Reyes. Brittany Smith. Mariah Winterly. Chrissa Boyce. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Arts in Counseling, Jonah Thomas Hintz, hooded by his faculty mentor, Professor Andrew Vengrove. Shauna Lindsay Condon, hooded by her faculty mentor, Professor Joseph Camilleri. Erin Jean Harlow. Emily Ann Raquel Boyven, hooded by her faculty mentor, Professor Maria Lataz. Elizabeth Carswell Finelli. Megan Elizabeth Garrity. Elizabeth Mary Goki. Carly Jean Regali. Kiana Rochelle Soros. Tyler Oakes. Precious Jaleesa De Jesus. Dana Sisko, hooded by her faculty mentor, Professor Tamara Crenshaw. Christina Barthen, hooded by her faculty mentor, Professor Matthew Robinson. Mayan Forbes. Greta Puck. J. Joseph Apitz, hooded by Dr. Robert Hayes. Gabrielle Colazo Rodriguez. Maya Renee Flannery. Zandria Elizabeth Sotomayor Wright. Breelyn Funk. Madison Dyer, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Nicholas Morrison. Nora Olson. Mary Kate Wise. Alexandria Kennedy. Christina Rose Zarlengo. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Arts in English, Lindsay Sarah Watson, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Jennifer DeGrazia. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Education, Colin A. McDowell, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Arna Christensen. Cameron William Carter, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Megan Kennedy. Rachel Conklin. Joseph Stankiewicz, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Sandra Berkowitz. Daniel Sullivan. Lauren Carlotto. Jordan Comtois, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Lori Reisler. Emily Lauren Conroy, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Nicholas Aieta. Carly McIntyre, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Bethany Mather. Molly Bridget Finnegan, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Lindsay Nunes. Lauren Intazi. Paige Fleming Riesman. Zachary Armand Houle. Abigail Bernier, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Megan Kennedy. Kira Edgerly. Cassandra Marie Fleck. Jenna Megan O'Brien. Kyle Jones. Melissa Demersion, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Amanda Salazinski. Hannah Marie Stebbins, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Robert Rausch. Chelsea Ann Belcito. Lori Ann Dearborn, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Sandra Berkowitz. Nathaniel Ferreira. Stephanie Jarvis. Courtney Elizabeth Cyrus. Lindsay Irene Wassing. Kathleen Grandchamp, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Donald Jarvis. Deborah Jolly, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Lindsay Nunes. Anne Marie Marrero. Now presenting the candidates for the Masters of Public Administration, Nathaniel Burt, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Kimberly Tobin. Christina Rose Ciempa, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Charles DeStefano. Daniel Christopher Hamill. Kathleen Tolpa McClutsky. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Accounting, Alyssa Marie Fay, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Aaron Moore. Maura Kathleen Hall. Now presenting the Master of Science in Criminal Justice, Asia Baglarian, hooded by Dr. Christopher Kudlak. Daniel Buckaloo. Kelly Caputo. Isabel Croto. Matthew Dent. Kayla Marie Robinson. Karina Shepard. Isabella Marie Velades. Cecil Villa. Zoe Lazarakis. Zahara Aponte. Taylin Pope. Caitlin Anna Egan, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Kimberly Tobin. Taylor Remy. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Social Work. Aman Afzal, hooded by faculty mentor, Professor Ashley Dutton. Marisly Fuentes Lasanta. Nadine Patricia Curlow. Desiree Lynn Langlos. Kelsey L. Shafiq. Jacqueline Nicole Smith. Michelle L. Suhaki. Rosalie Vila. Kylie Buchanan. Chelsea Aloisi, hooded by faculty mentor, Professor Tony Andrews. Abigail Patterson Crowley.
I'll get on this side of you.
Lindsay Marie Albright, hooded by faculty mentor, Professor CJ Van Wright. Britta Louise Moon Gottberg. Ricardo Luis Peña Soto. Ariana Sternberg. Ezra Tumbleson. Felicia Barboza, hooded by faculty mentor Duarji Rivas. Emily Marie Garcia. Gina Arango. Jennifer Case, hooded by Dr. Hannah Cartman. Simon Rohaga DeSantis. Gabrielle Ryan Kelly. Iglag Mohammed. Ella Mosier. Alexandra Santiago. Juanita Bisson, hooded by Dr. Lindsay Nunes. Jocelyn Bouya, hooded by Dr. Maria Farina. Lindsay Sear. Zoe Laureano. Amanda Grace Bostwick. Victoria Cleash. Jacqueline Corrett. Shannon Donahue Dedalonis. Danielle Devine. Emily Eckstein. Christopher Elliott. Kelly Marie Fieldhouse. Colleen Shannon Fisher. Shelby Freisinger. Lauren Gray. Stephanie Klein. Kevin J. Latina. Kylie Alexandra Lewis. Ariella E. Marino. Haley Nicole Perkins. Shyler W. Rodriguez Luna. Brianna Luz Santiago. Erica Nicole Trink. Sarah A. Molk. Miranda Nina Twining. McKenna Shea, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Robert Kirsting. Michael Abebe Bizrat, hooded by faculty mentor Dr. Maureen Clark. Megan Charest. Emma Faith Bullock. Alexis McCallion. Andrew Sandrini. Paulina Allen Kina. Laurentina Acker Quintana. Taylor Bellardo, hooded by Dr. Nancy Ortega. Tamra Rona Chin. Asia Kupal Kepler. Corey Bernstein, hooded by Dr. Nicole Wofford. Emily Gasbaro. Casey Marie Kuahene Nagel. Stephanie Nipris. Rebecca Rose Sykes. Seth Aaron Desos Davenport. Sandra Nakia Bazitka. Emma J. Bull Schultman. Jason M. Grasauka. Faculty mentor, Professor Seth Dunn. Allison Cardobana. Kiana Marie Romano. Vanessa Lee Santiago. Melissa Bowerman, faculty mentor, Professor Shannon Hicks. Zini Ahmed Sharif, Faculty Mentor, Professor Sherard Johnson. Kendrick Torres Rodriguez. Sarah Stone. Caitlin Elizabeth Grissetti, Faculty Mentor, Professor Tyrena Lester. Louis Alexander Freilisher, Faculty Mentor, Professor Yolanda Bowman. Catherine Kennedy Murray. Tia Niemer. Martala Batur, Faculty Mentor, Professor Mark Horowitz. Vinhola Berhane. Maggie Willette Hunter. Gabrielle Bertrand. Anna Louisa Boyson. Kate Burke. Kaylee Collins. Hannah Duffy. Maggie Ann Kane. Grace Kelly. Yasmin Rivera. Stephanie Marie Silva. Mia Scowrun. Sarah Marie Wisnowski. Olivia G. Correll. Daniel P. D. Delaney. Samuel James Hankins. Stephanie Elvira Manzi. Lisa L. Polidoro. And Elizabeth Minahan.
Would all graduates please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduate class of 2025.
Congratulations, class of 2025. Please be seated. I would like to remind our graduates and guests to remain in their seats for the final speaker and the recessional of the platform party, faculty, and graduates. Bringing greetings as a representative of the Westfield State University Alumni Association is President Colleen Murphy Clifton, member of the class of 2011. Colleen is a leadership gifts officer at Milton Academy in Milton, Mass. While a student, Colleen was an orientation leader, campus tour guide, a member of the honors program, and a 4-year senator on SGA, including a 2-year term as the president. She was the recipient of the President's Award for Excellence in Leadership and Blue Key. Colleen received a BA from Westfield State and an MBA from Boston College. She lives in Easton, Mass. With her husband, Jack.
I am the final speaker, and I want to keep this brief so we can go to the partying Dr. Brown spoke of. I want to start by congratulating you on completing your graduate degree. I cannot believe it was almost 15 years ago, but in 2011, I sat in the seats where you are to receive my undergraduate degree from Westfield State before going on to Boston College to earn my own master's. I know the hard work and dedication it takes to reach this moment and to make the choice to further your education. Now, you have joined over 50,000 Westfield State alumni across the Commonwealth and around the world, and for some of you, not for the first time. I welcome you to this group on behalf of the Westfield State Alumni Association. Wherever you go, you will be an alumnus of Westfield State. I do hope this is a beginning of a new chapter of your relationship with Westfield State University. I encourage you to stay engaged, stay involved, and stay active with Westfield as an alumnus. One easy way to do that is to follow us at Westfield State Alumni on Facebook and Instagram. Maybe even follow us today and tag us in your post-graduation selfies. I encourage you to help pave the road for the next generation of students and alumni. And I encourage you to share your Westfield experience with others. You will find Westfield State Alumni Network is vast, not to mention passionate, and you may be surprised by how often you meet a fellow alum, sometimes in the most unlikely of places. Tonight, you are graduating from Westfield State University, but know that Westfield will always be your home, and you will always be an owl. To be sure that you're able to carry that owl spirit with you, you'll receive a gift from us at the Alumni Association and Academic Fairs as you leave today. We welcome you to the Alumni Association, and I cannot wait to see what you do next.
Thank you, Colleen, for those words. It is now my honor to announce that the graduate commencement of Westfield State University class of 2025 is now adjourned.